Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is NURFARISHA ERINA binti JAMALUDDIN. My matric number is 01 DAT 20 F1019. Today, I will be explain about definition of contingent liabilities. In MFRS 137.10, a contingent liability is defined as a possible obligation that arises from past events and whose existence will be confirmed only by the occurrence or non-occurrence of one or more uncertain future events not wholly within the control of the entity. A present obligation that arises from past events but is not recognized because, first, it is not probable that an outflow of resources embodying economic benefits will be required to settle the obligation, or the amount of the obligation cannot be measured with sufficient reliability. Contingent liability is different from liability. It has uncertainties in relation to the existence of a present obligation or the probability or the amount of the future outflow of resources. Examples of contingent liability include a lawsuit which it is possible that an entity will lose and a guarantee related to collectability of trade receivable. Then, possible obligation. If the obligation is possible, the company has no present obligation that arises from past event. Therefore, it cannot be classified as a liability. Even though the company has present obligation, the definition of a liability is not met if the outflow of resources is not probable and the amount cannot be measured reliably. Therefore, the item cannot be classified as a liability. That's all from me. For other information regarding contingent liabilities will be presented by AQMAR SERINA.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is AQMAR binti MUHAMAD AZMI from DAT to AK2. My matrix number is 01-820F1029. Today, I want to share about a difference between provision and contingent liabilities. Provision and contingent liability are the present obligation or the possible obligation that arise from a past event. For the present obligation, there are probable future outflow and amount reliable by measure, it will become a provision and will recognize as a liability. Meanwhile, for the possible obligation or the present obligation, there are no probable future outflow or the amount not reliable by measure, it will become a contingent liability, and contingent liability will be closed in notes. Next, I will talk about the recognition of contingent liabilities. We only recognize a contingent liability when the possibility of outflow of resources embodying economic benefit is removed. An entity should disclose contingent liability in reporting dates. There are three descriptions of the nature of contingent liabilities. Firstly, an estimate of its financial effects. Secondly, an indication of uncertainty relating to the amount or the timing of any outflow, and lastly, the possibility of the reimbursement. Next, the disclosure of contingent liability. I already put the example of disclosure of contingent liability in my report. In my example, it shows how the contingent liability will be closed in notes. This is for my presentation of contingent liability. Thank you.